Hi everyone, it's the 8th of March 2018. I've taken some trades this morning, seen a little bit of price action, and so I thought I would shoot a quick video just to show you how we at the Price Action Traders Institute manage these trades. I'll flick through these charts quickly and talk you through the trades that I've taken. Okay, so EJ. Okay, the Euro Japanese Yen. I took this trade earlier and got stopped out. Price reversed here and stopped me out. I've taken a re-entry on this and I'm actually in profit at the moment. Price is moving down. It's holding down below the level where I got in at 50. So I'm looking for that price to move further down on the Euro Japanese Yen. Nothing happening on any of these others yet that can give me an entry. The Australian US dollar, I've taken a short on this, looking for price to move further down. So I'll hold that, and like I say, I'll go through the management. If that price continues to move, I can go through the management of these trades and show you what we do. Australian dollar, Japanese yen, another one that I've taken there, and looking for further downside movement on the Australian dollar, Japanese yen. Nothing on the UJ or the UC. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, I've taken a short on this too. So I'm holding 4 trades at the moment: the Euro Japanese yen, Australian dollar US dollar, Australian dollar Japanese yen, and the Canadian dollar Japanese yen. Okay, I'll pause for now, and anything happens, if any moves happen, I'll take you through how we actually manage these trades. Okay, quick update. There's been some reversals. Price is just starting to take off in some places, so I'm going to quickly run through these. I've taken the Euro US dollar short, looking for further downside movement on this, starting to show a little bit of strength. We're seeing strength in the US dollar that's pushing this down. Euro Japanese yen, I'm still in that trade from earlier on where I took the re-entry at 50 and seeing that coming down now. Maybe a little bit of strength in the Japanese yen showing through again. Let's hope so. Pound US dollar, this is down to the US dollar move probably. I took that when it hit our criteria further up, seen that move down through 80 and seeing a nice strong move on that at the moment. Pound Japanese yen, still waiting for an entry on that. Australian dollar US dollar, fine, that's still moving down. Nice little slow steady movement down, hope that continues down to get somewhere near my target. Australian dollar Japanese yen, I punched out of that as our criteria says because it pulled back too far and a candle closed back within the range. So I punched out of that. I lost 2 pips on the Australian dollar Japanese yen. US dollar Japanese yen, no change there, no trades to be taken. US dollar Canadian dollar, very, very close to taking an entry on that US dollar strength, and so I'll let that run. Looks like that's going to take any second now. That's taken. Okay, so I'm in the US dollar Canadian dollar, and Canadian dollar Japanese yen, I took this trade earlier on when it hit our criteria, pulled back and closed back in the range, so I had to punch out of that, losing 2 pips. At the moment I'm down New Zealand dollar US dollar, I'm on that US dollar move there as well, so that's looking quite nice at the moment. So 5 trades on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no 6 trades I've got on at the moment, running, all looking good and moving the way I want them to go. And the 3 trades that I've taken off, I'm down 14 pips at the moment, so not a big deal. I could punch out now and I'd be in profit with everything. But I'm going to carry on playing these trades, seeing this US dollar strength now, and I'll pause it for the time being and I'll come back if we see any nice moves. Back again with a quick recap. Okay, we're seeing the US dollar gaining some more strength, pushing down, so that EU trade that I'm in is doing okay. EJ, we've got a combination there of Japanese yen getting strong and the euros dropping, as we've seen there. So that's pushing down nicely. Pound US dollar, that's still hovering around. We've got the pound trying to push up and the US dollar trying to push down, so that's not too great at the moment. GJ, not in that trade. AU, Australian dollar US dollar, I'm holding this, come down through that 0.0, it's holding there, so hopefully we'll see some more downside movement of that. No trade on the AJ, nothing on the UJ. US dollar Canadian dollar, I took this on a range break and now that's pushing up a little bit because of that US dollar strength. Nothing on the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, and the New Zealand dollar, US dollar, pushing down nicely. And that again is because of that US dollar strength, pulling that New Zealand dollar down. Okay, I'll pause again and come back to you if there's any changes. Right, that's it. I'm flat the market now. I got out before a lot of the trade, well, any of the trades hit my levels, simply because the markets have been very unpredictable just recently. We haven't seen the follow through that we like to see. And today I just decided that I got to a reasonable point where I had decent profit, and I thought that would do. I'll just get out the market. So I punched out of everything. I'll just run through these just to finish the video off and show you exactly what happened. As you know, I was down 14 pips. I had 10 pips on the, I lost 10 pips on the EJ, 2 pips on the Australian dollar, Japanese yen, and 2 pips on the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Took a few re-entries and got some other trades off. So starting with the EU, you can see I took this trade here and let that run. Let me just bring this, sorry, one sec. So you can see that I took the EU here as it hit our entry criteria, and I punched out here. On the EU, that gave me 10 pips. I took 10 pips on the Euro US dollar. Euro Japanese yen. First trade on this, I got stops. Yeah, I got stopped out, a full stop on that. I lost 10 pips. Second trade I took, I got in here and let that run down to here, giving me 14 pips on the Euro Japanese yen. Pound US dollar. Now this is a perfect example of being okay with leaving money on the table. So the pound US dollar, I took it there and I jumped out there. Just when I punched out of all my other trades, I took this one off, got out of it, and you can see what happened after that was this beautiful move down. I could have made about another 24, maybe 30 pips on that trade, but I didn't. That's what I did. That was my decision. And you, with trading, you have to be happy with that. Now, a lot of people, they get beaten up by that. They'd see that move, they'd be tempted to break criteria and jump in. You can't do that. Just let it go. Forget about it. And, you know, you've made what you've made. That was your decision, and accept it. So the GU, punched out of that, just made 2 pips on that. So I covered my costs on that trade. Pound Japanese yen. I didn't get a trade off on that. This actually broke our criteria, came through our criteria after I'd punched out, so I wasn't in on that at all today. Australian dollar, US dollar. You can see I took trade there as it came through our criteria, and I punched out taking profit there. So the Australian dollar, US dollar gave me 17 pips. Nice little trade there. And Australian dollar, Japanese yen, that was one that I punched out of earlier. Lost 2 pips on that. US dollar, Japanese yen, didn't get a trade off on that. Price action wasn't doing much at all. US dollar, Canadian dollar. I took this trade here as it came through our criteria, getting in there long, and I punched out of that there. US dollar, Canadian dollar just gave me 6 pips, and so it was a small win on that. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, that was one trade that I took as it hit our criteria earlier. It spun round, come back up, so I punched out of that, losing 2 pips. And New Zealand dollar, US dollar, as it hit our criteria here, I took that short and I punched out there. New Zealand dollar, US dollar, I took 14 pips on that. So, not a bad day really. I didn't stick with the trades. I mean, usually I'd bring it down to certain levels and take profits at the levels. That's what our criteria states. But just the way the markets have been just recently, I was quite happy to punch out of those trades and walk away with 49 pips. So, not a bad morning. It hasn't been too long either. So, I'm flat the market now with 49 pips and happy to walk away with that. And happy to leave some money on the table as well. These things happen. Okay, I'll bring you another video as soon as I can. As soon as I get a chance, I'll bring another one through. If you're interested in how we trade, have a look at my website, www.uk2asia.com, and all the details are on there about who I work with. It's Kim Crumpus at the Price Action Traders Institute, and the basic information on that website showing you how to set up as a beginner, and just get into trading right from scratch. Also, I've got a short guide out on Amazon. If you just go to Amazon and type in my name, Kevin Hunt, the little ebook will come up there, and you can purchase that, and that is purely for beginners, someone with no knowledge at all of the markets looking to get into forex trading. And following the 5 steps that I've got within that guide, they are the 5 steps that I eventually took to become profitable at trading. So you can take a look at that if you're just starting out on the FX trading journey. Okay, thanks very much. I'll leave it there and speak to you soon.